Hey, Sean.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Mike.
What do we got?
We've got Single Barrel Hero from Cartel Brewing in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Lancaster, by the way, not Lancaster.
I know, my Connecticut's coming out at me. So it's a bourbon barrel aged wheat wine. Aged 12 months, and it is
A lot of wax.
11.5% ABV 2022. So I think it's probably about a year old.
Let's open it.
We're all here together at Beer Tuber Palooza. We'll let the expert here.
This comes from the cellar? Yeah.
This comes from the
What's
cellar.
your connection with Cartel?
We grew up together. You know, the owner and brewer grew up next town over, and so I've known him since I was.
Up here.
I've known him since in here in Connecticut. I've known him probably since I was 6 years old, something like that.
Oh.
But
And how did they end up in Pennsylvania?
I'm not sure how he finally made it down there. I think probably something to do with getting married, but. Yeah, he's got a brewery that's going down there, and they just signed a lease for a new place that should be opening soon. Excited to visit.
And they do a lot of, they're not just beer, right? I could be wrong about that.
Well, they have licensing to do distilling. I don't know if they've done any distilling yet. I know that's in the plans and in the works. I don't know if they've done any yet.
But a lot of their stuff is, it's not just straight beer. It's a lot of, barrel-aged stuff.
A lot of barrel-aged, loves to barrel-age, likes to do not just... he does hazies the way everyone has to do hazies, but he likes to do the other stuff.
You gotta sell.
Yeah.
But the little logo, this is this. I can see this in stores. It's like a little prop plane, right? That's gonna be the Cartel.
Flying that Coke, flying that Coke in the U.S.,
it's
baby.
It's really cool, yeah. That's a very. It sticks out.
Actually, I think he gave that to me, so thanks, Adam.
Thanks,
no,
Adam.
I mean it looks like exactly what you'd expect the wheat wine to look, which is that bright. Orange, marmalade, orange
if
marmalade.
If I remember correctly,
color.
when I had it in there, it was a little bit more bitter, so maybe more American than English, but I can't remember. So.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks the part. But
yeah,
again,
absolutely.
low pours here. Let's just dive in the nose.
Yep.
Orange marmalade, a little bit of
And this did just come real cold out of the fridge. I probably should have left it out for a bit first.
Very, honestly, kind of similar to the brewery one we did. A fusel alcohol I'm getting off of it. Very much. Not as neutral or as boring as Mike would put it. But there's this, candied apple caramel thing.
And there is that orange marmalade that's there. But, there is that, ethanol kind of going on, too. But
Yeah, so not a, more spirit than beer in the nose, but not in a negative way. Just letting you know there's something.
Yeah, not a huge nose.
But that's not atypical of a wheat wine. Wheat wines can definitely be a bit sweeter, a little bit more.
And they have a little of that funk sometimes too, more than.
This gives off a little bit of an old-fashioned vibe too.
Actually, I'm getting a little bit more now as I.
On the nose.
Yeah, a little bit old-fashioned.
Good call. What about you, Amanda?
I'm actually not able to smell much, and I don't know if it's the cup.
No, I don't think it's you.
They don't call her the best color woman in the game for anything. I mean, that's what we're talking about. So how about we dive in and start screwing around? No, we're clinking. We're clinking.
She wanted
we're
to
clinking.
smell your glass.
We're clinking. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. See if you get what I'm getting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit more out of,
He reads the room better than I do.
Yeah. Oh. It's got a little bit of caramel, a little bit of toffee, a little bit of. Is it got a hit of booze right at the back?
Very much spirit, with the brewery bottle, but there's something about it that I like a bit more. Very much Calvados cast.
It's more interesting.
It's very much apple brandy-esque to me than actual beer.
I'm kicking myself for not letting it warm up a little because I feel like there's more here that I'm not getting yet.
That's what your hands
Yeah.
Come on.
Getting
Cook
some
it.
raisins.
Yep.
Yeah, yellow raisins, not
Yeah.
Sultanas, what are they? The English version that they call it, right?
Is that what they call
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry about calling
I'll
out
go
raisins.
sit in the corner.
No.
It's fun in a way that, again, I think it's a much better beverage than I keep referencing that brewery, which is kind of fair.
For folks
to
that
this
aren't
brewery.
watching, they
Yeah, go watch that one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unfair to keep referencing that, but it keeps kind of jumping in my mind. It's the better version of that. It's giving me the spirited version of that in a much more interesting way, to where there's layers of like Werther's original caramel. Like it's not Werther's original. It's not caramel, but it's like when you eat a Werther's original and you get that taste in your
initial
mouth,
taste before you're sucking.
that's what it's like. Not the actual candy itself, or like those kind of like a green candied apple at a fair. Like you're eating that. It's not so much you're biting into it. It's that aftertaste that you have after eating it. It's those kind of flavors which are really, really cool, which is that beer that I mentioned previously. That's what that lacked. Is that memory, that echo of what that was in a very fun way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not like super sweet or anything, but it gives you some echoes of those things that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Where there's it even reminds me even just like, I don't know if you ever made homemade like caramel before, or just like standing over the stove and like stirring it
and what you're breathing in, as opposed to actual eating it kind of thing.
Sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. I never made homemade caramel, but like making pecan pie, you get the same thing with like the dark syrup and stuff like that.
What kind of pie?
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Wait. Do you say pecan?
I'm going to be 100% honest right now.
Okay.
I have made fun of that enunciation so long, I'm not sure which one I should say. Does that make sense?
I use them both. Depends on the day.
I don't know which one. I don't know which one I hate because I've made fun of it so long.
Right? Like you
No,
grew up in the same area as
that's
me?
100% honest.
You grew up in the same area as me, right? Okay. So.
It's probably.
I sometimes like.
It's probably
if I
pecan.
think about it
we
too
could
much.
call
Pecan. I assume that's. But I've made fun of it so long. I
We
have no
could
idea
create
which
our own
one's right
pronunciation.
now.
You could call it peckin.
Pecan. There you go.
It's
Pecan
on the
pie.
Nerdsense- it's on the Nerdsense channel, so it's gonna be pecan.
There you go.
Pecan pie. Pecan pie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like it's like pecan pie, but like a little bit of like the sweetness is kind of gone.
It's like pecan pie, but
But-
a little pecan, but a little less pecan, but a little more pecan.
A little more pecan, yeah, a little pecan. We'll give you that. Little pecan. We'll give Matt a little pecan.
In the grand scheme of things, I think it's a fun experiment in beer. I don't think it's anything worldwide or crazy that I'm gonna like. Oh my god, wheat wines or this wheat wine is gonna blow my doors off. It's fun taste test. It's fun to have. I thought it was a cool beer to have after that other beer.
And this is
Dum-dum.
Stephen, this is like a homebrew essentially, right? Like he's opening.
No.
Well,
it's a
he was a
prop-
homebrewer. He opened a couple years ago. He opened during the
Oh, my
pandemic.
bad.
Yeah, it's a proper brewery.
But yeah, but very much a, what do they call it?
Experimental.
No. What do they call it? With smaller than microbrewery, nano brewery, I think they call them something like that.
No.
But yeah, I was just thinking. You were mentioning the sweet wines. I can't think of a wheat wine that has ever actually blown my mind.
I have two. And
I
I have
have
two
even
that
Goose
I
Island.
One.
I
I
have
have two with Goose
What's
Island.
yours?
Two with Goose Island. Denali from Night Shift.
I've not had that.
My two are, so I don't remember the actual name of the beer, but Two Brothers Brewing out of Chicago made a wheat wine that I blew my titties off. And then Sweet Repute from Founders before they became pieces of shit. The original Sweet Repute was a wheat wine. And not only did I love that beer, it's my favorite beer of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sweet Repute, like the late, 2008, 2009.
I'm 99% sure I've heard you say it's my favorite beer of all time.
Multiple
beers.
I've said it. Well, no, that beer or other beers?
Other beers.
Oh, okay. Well, that could be true. Thomas Hardy, fucking Tennessee Cream Ale.
So he's like the dog of beer.
Miller High Life.
Have you ever seen his joke? It's like a diary in a dog's day. It's like, oh, breakfast, my favorite thing. Oh, walk, my favorite thing.
Seriously,
So
I'm the dog from Up.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
He's okay with
I'm
that.
100%
Has
okay
anyone
with all
watched
that.
the shorts from Up on these shorts? They're so good.
No, I'm not.
It was so good.
I'll have to add him to the list.
This is how you know this is a Nerdsense video because now we're just going off the rails.
Bring it home.
But anyways, down in the comments, if you had anything from Cartel Brewing, if you had their single barrel hero, What do you think of it? What do you think of their logo? I love this logo. It's just so fucking adorable. Like an adorable logo, like the little prop plane. It's freaking adorable. Amanda, Matt, Steven, this has been a charm. Nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, I lost my train of thought. Don't forget those notification bells. I'm Sean.
I'm Matt, and this is Nerdsense.
No, I really do love the fucking logo.
I do too.
It's
I
just
think
like-
they did a good logo.
It is so cool.
I need to hit that.
I like the distressed paper look of the label too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like very Indiana Jones like.
Yeah.
Yeah.